Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. I am your host, JP, and today we have 12 artists all showcasing their music to our panel of judges for an opportunity to move on to our championship round and compete for our $50,000 cash prize. Um, Artists who get two passes for three of our judges will move on to the next round. So let's introduce our judges one at a time, starting off with Knowledge. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Records. Knowledge, what's going on? How you doing?
My bad. You call me?
Yeah,
Oh,
there
my
you go.
bad. What's up, JP? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You know, we always have a question for our judges. I wanted to ask you. One of the things that we usually tell artists, or you guys usually tell artists to work on, maybe is their songwriting skills. So I wanted to ask you, maybe for some tips for these newer guys on how they could improve their songwriting.
How can you improve your songwriting? Man, I would say the first thing is you got to pay attention um to other artists that are like you're really just your favorite artist. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to some of your favorite artists. But even more than that, I would say pay attention to like the all-time great artists across different genres. You know what I'm saying? So of course you want to tap into the artists that are considered great, the greatest of all time in your genre that you're making music, but also across other platforms, just to listen to how they deliver the messages that they're delivering. How does the how does the verse go into the hook? You know what I'm saying? How long are the verses? Do they switch the melodies in the verses? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just paying attention to stuff like that. And then I think one thing that helps your songwriting is always going to be just being authentic. You know what I'm saying? So instead of trying to make up a character necessarily and rap about or sing about something that you probably didn't really live through, you know what I'm saying? You should just keep your experience on record, kind of true to your life or even those lives around you, people that you maybe saw. It doesn't have to be your necessarily something that you went through, but if it's something that your family went through, your brother, your mother, your one of your friends, you know what I mean? You kind of saw them go through it, then you have the ability to speak on that. You know what I'm saying? So just keeping it, I would say, at the end, studying those that came before you, studying the structure of songs. You know what I'm saying? How long are the verses? How long are the hooks? Things like that. And then content wise, just staying true to things that are personal to you that you could really talk about for real.
Absolutely. Thank you, Knowledge, for joining us today. Our next judge, he is a platinum producer. He's worked for artists such as Young Jeezy, Rick Ross, and many, many more. He goes by DJ Pain One. Pain One, how's it going?
God damn, this button is not working. What's going down?
How's it going? My question for you today, Pain One, um, I wanted to ask you because a lot of things that another one of the things that you know, we we tell the artists in the feedback is, the mix quality and improving on their mix. So I wanted to ask you because you're a producer and you and the A&R's Knowledge and Polo, you guys are trained, you got your ears trained, so you can really tell, when a mix isn't really good. So for these newer artists who they don't have that trained ear, how can they tell if the mix isn't good?
I think if you're a newer artist, your mixes probably aren't going to be great, and it's just going to be a process you have to go through. But I would suggest, in order to train your ear, the simplest thing you can do is reference. So listen to a mix from a professional artist, and then compare it to your own, and really stop listening to your music as a consumer. Stop listening to your music as your own biggest fan, and at that particular moment, and just really listen to specific things like vocals. Do your vocals sound clear? Does every element of the beat sound clear? Am I listening on my phone? If I'm listening on my phone, how do the drums sound? If I'm listening in my car, how does the bass sound in my mix compared to this industry mix? And it's not a matter of you necessarily becoming an amazing engineer. It's just you learning and understanding what a good mix actually involves. So then when you do either decide to become your own engineer and really focus on that, or go to a studio where you're having a conversation with an engineer that you hired, that you can communicate those ideas and that you're aware of what your sonic needs are. Because I think a lot of people just they're listening, but they're not analyzing. And so without actually understanding what it is that makes a good mix, how do you actually achieve a good mix? So you just have to figure that out for yourself.
Absolutely, well said. Thank you, Payne One, for joining us today. And last but not least, he's an A&R director at Rock Nation. You guys know him as Polo. Polo, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
So, my question for you today, Polo, is a lot of these artists that they start, they may not have a fan base, they're just starting out, but a lot of them, they already want to get signed to a record label, you know, for many reasons. So I wanted to ask you, should they really be trying to get signed to a label, or should they really stick to the independent route for a little bit and see how the business works and all these things before, they search a record label, or what do you think?
If you don't have a fan base, if you're not over 200, 300,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, I think you should be just continue building your fan base up. I always tell artists, when you want to go to a major, you want to have the most leverage, meaning you want to have your numbers up, you want to have your business, everything, or your profile, you want everything to be in a good space where now where the labels are coming to you. You're not coming to them. They're calling you. You're not calling them. They're calling your managers. They're trying to sit with you. They're trying to bring you to the office. That's when you know you put in all that work in. That's when the work paid off. Right now, I don't think if you're a new artist and you don't really have a fan base, I wouldn't be worrying about signing to a record label, because even if you sign to a record label, it doesn't mean that you're gonna become a star overnight. Like that doesn't mean anything. We still got to put in the work, and you still got to put in the work. And I always tell artists, you got to take the lead, make the labels, keep up with what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But if you're already, if you're an artist that has no fan base and you're saying I need to be signed, it doesn't even make sense. You're not gonna get you're not gonna get a deal that's in favor for you. Two, I don't think a label is gonna be interested unless you're undeniable. You know what I mean? Unless it's so talented, or you have a record that's just so, that has the potential to be so big, then they might jump at you early. But other than that, I think you should be worrying about building your fan base up, making sure that your portfolio is in shape and it looks, all the T's are crossed, all the dots, all the I's are dotted. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it's a business, and labels, you have to treat a label as a major as a big bank that you're coming to get a loan from, because that's what you're really, and hence kind of doing when you get an advance, getting a loan. So you want to make sure that your business is in place, your fan base is in place, your revenue is coming in, that you have revenue coming in every month, because that's value to what you as an artist, and that's what the labels start to look at and go, okay, this is what determines what kind of deal we give them. So if your numbers are low and you're still growing your fan base, a label's not gonna want to put that manpower behind you. They want to get somebody they want to be behind somebody that's already has a lot going for them, is already in motion, has a team. Even if they don't have a team, but that person is a team itself where he has everything going, and he has his hand on everything that's going on, and everything looks correct. That's where, the labels are to come at you. It's a million artists, right? It's more than a million artists. It's a billion artists, right? Even on this competition, how many artists that come here to compete? So you guys can't just think that you're coming here and go, "Hey, I should be signed." That doesn't work anymore. How many times I hear that? Like, I'm good. Okay, but what's the work? Because at the end of the day, you have to sell a product, and at the end of the day, we're selling a product. And for us to put it on the shelves, for us to put it on DSPs, to put marketing dollars behind it, it has to show that they're already making some type of revenue. So yeah, build your fan base up, because just because you're good doesn't mean anything anymore.
Absolutely, well said. Thank you, Polo, for joining us today. We're gonna kick it off to our first artist on today's lineup. They go by Mars NB. Doesn't look like we have him here in the Zoom, so we're just gonna get right into the song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Mars and B make it say, whoa, whoa, yeah. whoa, whoa, whoa. Love when shawty act up, I tear that ass up, cause she a bad girl, gon' throw it back, girl. Love when shawty act up, I tear that ass up, cause she a bad girl, gon' throw it back, girl. Drop a shawty, shake, 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 shake. Drop a shawty, shake, 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 shake. Shawty love the trap, she gon' make it clap. She just made her rent, in 3 minutes, no cap. She 10 in the face, got a 40 round the waist. For I stick it, I'ma taste. No, I ain't in no race. When shawty turn around, put that ass in rotation, girl, you wildin' out. Them back shots on the man, you know I came to play. What can I say? I need it every day. Love when shawty act up, I tear that ass up, cause she a bad girl, gon' throw it back, girl. Love when shawty act up, I tear that ass up, cause she a bad girl, gon' throw it back, girl. Drop a shawty, shake, 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 shake. Drop a shawty, shake, 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 shake. Working on this plane, I call it turbulence. Got that no pull out, so wait, girl, you might have my keys. Grab your throat, come here and try the boat. Shawty, she know she broke. I swear she is the gold. Talking real nasty, living when she call me Zaddy. Shout out some Hennessy. Demon time get freaky. I just might walk in and shoot the club up like I'm in love, but I'm not in love. Just wanna make love. Love when shawty act up, I tear that ass up, cause she a bad girl, gon' throw it back, girl. Love when shawty act up, I tear that ass up, cause she a bad girl, gon' throw it back, girl. Drop a shawty, shake, 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 shake. Drop a shawty, shake, 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 shake.
All right, that was Mars NB with his song "Act Up." Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they thought about this song. Up first, he's the platinum producer, Pain One. What did you think about Mars NB and his song?
Oh man, I'm still giving feedback, but I mean, basically, this is one of those tracks that's good. There's nothing wrong with it, but it doesn't stand out in terms of the songwriting. Like the theme was "Shake," that's been done a million times, and the way he said it wasn't unique to him or to this particular song. Sonically, everything was fine. He could sing in the range he was singing at, but did he challenge himself? No. Did he push boundaries? No. Was there vocal production? No. So it's one of those things, man. Like, a good song isn't necessarily a song that can compete, but he has a very good and solid foundation moving forward to start challenging himself, to start breaking out of the box, and to start moving into his own style and just elevating his own musicality. So given that it's solid, I'll give it a pass. Is it a song that I think is gonna win? No. And so that's why I'm giving all this additional advice. Moving forward, focus on stepping up that talent and challenging yourself. Don't just stay in this one melodic range. Don't just write these songs in a way that have already been written by other artists already. That kind of thing. Easier said than done, but if you're not going to stand out, what's the point? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well said. Thank you, Pain One. You did get a pass there from Pain One, so let's kick it off to our next judge, see what they had to say. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Knowledge. What did you think about Mars MB and his song?
No pass for me. I thought the record was okay though. He didn't really, like Pain One said, he didn't really challenge himself. The vocals have to get a lot better. didn't really show any range in the voice. It was in that same pocket. And then the songwriting got to be better as well. It was like, it wasn't bad, but it was very basic, very like what you would expect, you know what I'm saying? So not bad. There's some talent there, but it just has to keep, you know what I mean, keep working, keep developing.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Knowledge. Unfortunately, that is a no pass from Knowledge, so we got a tiebreaker, leaving it all up to Polo.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish because I agree with both judges. Honestly, he had a good tone, but vocally could have stepped it up a little bit. Writing could have stepped up. Even mix. This is where maybe the mix could have been even better. You know what I mean? And made his vocal stand up a little bit more. So even the mix wasn't thing. And then the video was kind of dark. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like the video didn't make me like the song even anymore. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing too. Is like sometimes a video can actually make you like a record. But I agree with the guys. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it was cool. It was okay. It didn't wow us. It didn't really move us. It felt basic, but he has the potential. You can hear it, and that's why Payne is saying like, he should be challenging himself more. And I agree. Do I think this song is gonna go far? And this is why my answer is gonna be no pass. Is because I don't feel like the record's gonna go further than the next round. So I'd rather he just goes back in and just challenges himself a little bit better and just comes back. So.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. Unfortunately, that is a no pass from Polo, so you won't be moving on to the next round to compete. But you did get a lot of positive and a lot of valuable feedback from all three of our judges. So make sure to check out the feedback email after the event. We're going to move on to our next artist. They go by James Noble. Just give me 1 second while you bring him in here. And James, what's going on? How you doing?
Doing well, man. How are you?
Good, good. Welcome back to another online showcase. Remind everyone where you're from.
Yeah, I'm from Western Canada.
Okay, nice. So we got your song here, Say Something. Tell us a little bit about your song.
Yeah, so a couple years back, I was at a Snoop Dogg concert, and it was a good experience in the sense of like revisiting all the classics and stuff. And like I said, Western Canada, there's not a lot of color out here. It's a lot of white folk out here. So, it was about 25,000 white people. And towards the end of the concert, they brought out a bunch of strippers. And, I just remember thinking, man, like, we bring more to the table than just this, and I'm a father, I got daughters, so, to each their own, but I felt like, they got to know that we bring more to the table than this as Black men, and so I channeled that energy into this song. It almost kind of wrote itself. Production all came together. So yeah, so I just was like, say something, So that's the song. That's the background.
All right, sounds good. Before we get into it, give us a quick shout out to your social media.
Yeah, that's J Noble Hip Hop, and that's Instagram, Facebook, straight across the board. Twitter, J Noble Hip Hop, all one word.
All right, sounds good. We're gonna get right into your track. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Yeah.
The space race of the 1960s represented the time when both technological and racial barriers were shattered. Neither were broken without resilience and sacrifice. Hip-hop, this is a reminder of the ground that was gained by those who came before us, and a call to take back some of what's been lost.
Dig deep and say something. The globe needs you to speak, so say something. If you bring the toxic and weak, then say nothing. Cause the people playing for keeps, so say something. Breathe deep and say something. The people need you to speak, so say something. Plan on saying something that's sweet, say nothing. Cause the plan is playing for keeps, so say something. Makes me think of Martin makes me think of Malcolm. Stood against the system, liberation was the outcome. Gave their lives so we know this much about them. Rebels with the cause, we be paralyzed without them. How come? Faced with the fraction of the misery, we could serve the cause, such embarrassment and injury. Rhymes went global and we got the people listening. Talking stripper poles, I insist we do it differently, but I won't judge if it's stripped. For your hustle can see the whole struggle and feeding your loved ones. I'm just trying to hit the whole picture so no judgment. Trying to talk sense to your sons and your husbands. Cause we live in a time like no other, when the world pays attention to people of your color. And it's not crazy to think we show others that we taking up the mantle of Martin and those brothers. Dig deep and say something. The globe needs you to speak, so say something. If you bring the toxic and weak, then say nothing. Cause the people playing for keeps, so say something. Breathe deep and say something. The people need you to speak, so say something. Plan on saying something this week, say nothing. Cause the plan is playing for keeps, so say something. People think dreaming and reason are so separate, but hope takes root in the scene that's so desperate that there's no choice but to build. The goal septic you feel, your soul stretched but can't yield. To those skeptics came from the violence. Talking black struggle, now we living out the wildest. Dreams we received, a degree of the strength left to Samson. Blinded with the greed, we reducing it to mansions. Anthems meant to inspire the people, taking them higher. Perverted the friendly fire, we mercenaries for hire. Body steady dropping the streets, I'm so tired. We should go to war for the weak, like those wiser. All we seem to offer is beef and feed a system of thieves. They bringing us to our knees, so Lord please open our eyes to demons who in disguise. Cut them down to size, this is Noah's word to the wise. Dig deep and say something. The globe needs you to speak, so say something. If you bring the toxic and weak, then say nothing. Cause the people playing for keeps, so say something. Breathe deep and say something. The people need you to speak, so say something. Plan on saying something this week, say nothing. Cause the plan is playing for keeps, so say something. Won't apologize that I acknowledge my conscience. Won't apologize, I can't comply with the nonsense. Won't apologize, I rep immortal designs. They paranormal and shine like intercosmic deposits. Call it old fashioned, but yet I'm so passionate. Stand a protagonist, not the sole catalyst. There's a whole cabinet teeming with soul mavericks. Human watchtowers who shielding the whole labyrinth. With the soul challenge to stand guard. These vanguards lead the grand charge for these young bloods, so hands off. Spiritual, global, metaphysical standoff. Penetrate the heart with wisdom sharp in the bandsaws. Platform that'll stand for eternally. What we leave behind is the utmost concern to me. Not afraid to say it, we in a state of emergency. How we lead the people will echo straight through eternity. Dig deep and say something. The globe needs you to speak, so say something. If you bring the toxic and weak, then say nothing. Cause the people playing for keeps, so say something. Breathe deep and say something. The people need you to speak, so say something. Plan on saying something this week, say nothing. Cause the plan is playing for keeps, so say something. Yo, the kids need you to speak, so say something. The globe needs you to speak, so say something. If you bring the toxic and weak, say nothing. If you got a voice on a beat, then say something. The globe needs you to speak, so say something. For the kinfolk on the scene, say something. Plan on saying something this week, say nothing. Cause the people playing for keeps, so say something.
All right, that was James Noble with his song "Say Something." Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they thought about it. First, he's an A&R director at Atlantic Knowledge. What did you think about James and his song?
I thought the record was okay. I think he's definitely talented. I like the effort he put into the record. I like the effort he put into the video. I think it was entirely too long. And I think just it got to be like a little monotonous to where it just felt like it was going on and on and on. So I think he had a dope message in there. I think just the execution of it wasn't all the way there. So I'm gonna say no pass. But I love the idea of what he was doing. Just the execution lacked something.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Knowledge. Unfortunately, that is a no pass from Knowledge, but let's kick it off to our next judge, see what they had to say about it. Polo, what did you think about James and his song?
Yeah, I agree with no. I think it's okay. I love the message though. And there was parts in the song where he had some lines that stood out and that were strong, but I felt like the overall delivery could have been tighter. I just even a little bit in the chorus, I feel like he could have added or changed some stuff in the chorus. It was cool. Like I get what he was trying to say, but I just feel like the chorus could have just been a little bit more. It just felt very nostalgic. You know what I mean? Like, like I said, I love the message. I just feel like maybe you could have either the production or just what he was saying could have just been a little bit, more compromised to what's going on today. But you know what? I'm gonna give it a pass because I like the structure. I like the message. I don't know how far it's gonna go, but let's see let's see.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. So you got a pass there from Polo, no pass from Knowledge. So we got a tiebreaker up to Pain One. Pain One, what did he think?
You know what I think it was? It was that the delivery between the verses and the hook, there was no dynamic change. He was here the whole song, and the beat was moving, and you had the choir. The choir brought a lot of energy, and the power behind his words wasn't reflected in the delivery, and there was no energetic dynamic distinction between the verses and the hook, and the hook to me felt like a chant. If nothing else, it felt like energy that should have matched the choir. So even when we talk about nostalgic hooks like Nas Represent, all he's doing is screaming represent, but it's very distinctively different from the way he delivered his chorus and his verses. His verses were like this, and then came time for the hook, it was up. Partially because he recorded it as a group, layered chants, but also because the energy was different. So that's what I'm talking about when I mean dynamic. I agree with both judges. I do like the track. I don't know if he performs this, maybe the energy will come out just based on the context, So I'll give it a pass because I thought it came together well, and it was unique in a lot of ways.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Pain One. Got your second pass there from Pain One, James. So you will be moving on to the next round to compete for our grand prize. So congratulations, James. Make sure to check out the feedback email and the prize email after the event. We're gonna move on to our next artist to go by GMK Trey. Just give me 1 second while we load up this video.
On my journey, yeah, it's been some time. I've been through so many things that I can't rewind. For everything that I lost, I had myself to find. Was giving everything I had and wasn't getting a dime. No longer settling for less, I'm only taking what's mine. I know I'm gonna reach the crest, I got a mountain to climb. I gotta hold on to my dreams, make sure they don't leave my side. My thoughts might get a little blurry, but you still on my mind. I was only 15 and had the world on my mind. Ain't have nothing but a seed for me to plant in the mic. Turn my thoughts to reality, how I was spending my time. Up 5 a.m. cause I was writing bars all goddamn night. Fucking soldier, look at the odds, I had to goddamn fight. I told him I'ma get it all and I was goddamn right. Stop the cap, you ain't for me, you rode the goddamn height. Stop telling me you here to help cause that's a goddamn lie. Swear I've been down bad on my ass, I need to goddamn strive. Swear I done lost so many people in my goddamn life. Won't let my struggles be in vain so I won't goddamn hide. SOS, I promise I'ma go hard every goddamn time. Peace, passion, prosperity is what I put in these rhymes. I know I'ma make a way to show the world I'm bright. Moving with love up in my soul and pure intent in my eyes. That's the reason I'm destined to win every goddamn time. Thinking back back on my journey, yeah, it's been some time. I've been through so many things that I can't rewind. For everything that I lost, I had myself to find. Was giving everything I had and wasn't getting a dime. No longer settling for less, I'm only taking what's mine. I know I'm gonna reach the crest, I got a mountain to climb. I gotta hold on to my dreams, make sure they don't leave my side. My thoughts might get a little blurry, but you still on my mind. Thinking back on my journey, yeah, it's been some time. I've been through so many things that I can't rewind. For everything that I lost, I had myself to find. Was giving everything I had and wasn't getting a dime. No longer settling for less, I'm only taking what's mine. I know I'm gonna reach the crest, I got a mountain to climb. I gotta hold on to my dreams, make sure they don't leave my side. My thoughts might get a little blurry, but you still on my mind.
All right, that was GMK Trey with his song "Still on My Mind." Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they thought about it up first. Polo, what do you think about GMK Trey and his song?
It was okay. You can have potential, but it sounds early in the delivery. It sounds early in the writing. The hook kind of didn't really stand out to me. Just early, so I'm gonna say no pass for now.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. Unfortunately, that is a no pass from Polo. We still got two judges left. Let's see what they had to say. Pain One, what did you think about GMK and his song?
I think he has something there. I think it could really work if he were to develop it more. I like the hook. It was just not memorable. It was just really wordy. But I'm basing my enjoyment of the song on his potential and just the fact that he kind of has a unique approach to songwriting while still sounding viable in today's market. As Paula was saying, though, it feels early. A lot of the songwriting could really be stepped up, but the way he presents himself, I don't think his delivery needs to change. I think his songwriting needs to change. And when I say change, I just mean evolve. He should have stopped that goddamn rhyme scheme after the third time, but it just kept going. That kind of thing. Just the kinds of things that people who aren't that far along in their journey in artist development do. So we recognize that and simultaneously recognize his talent, but then also recognize that he has some ground to cover. So great effort. I would love to see how he sounds a year from now, 2 years from now, but right now it's a no pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Pain One. Unfortunately, that is a no pass from Pain One. Before we move on to our next artist, let's get your feedback from Knowledge. Knowledge, what do you think about GMK and his song?
Did she catch on to what you were talking about?
I thought the record was okay. I mean, I thought, like Polo said, it was very early on him still. He still feels like he's trying to figure out his lane and his style and you know what I'm saying, the direction he really wants to go in. It felt very similar to a lot of the stuff that's out, but not quality-wise, not on the same level. You know what I mean? So just has to keep working, developing his own sound, and really, like I said earlier, figuring out what's personal to him and who he wants to be as an artist. What's the message? What is he selling as an artist? You know what I'm saying? So no pass for me today.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Knowledge. Unfortunately, that was 3 no passes, but a lot of great feedback from all 3 of our judges. So make sure to check out that feedback email. We're going to move on to our next artist. They go by Chiefy Baby. It looks like we have him here in the Zoom. Chiefy, what's going on? How you doing? Can you turn your camera and your mic for us? There you go. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Good. So tell us, where you from?
I'm from Pittsburgh, California. My feature is actually in here as well. I'm not sure if you guys see him or not, but shout out to Irv Gotti, Irv the rapper.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm from Pittsburgh, California, born and raised.
Okay. So we got your song here. It looks like we got Irv in here too. Let's bring him in real quick.
Oh, there he is.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, Irv, what's going on? How you doing? Tell us where you're from.
I'm good. How you doing? I'm from everywhere pretty much, but from LA, but I live in the Bay now, so I'm out here in San Jose, California.
Okay, that's what's up. So we got you guys. This song is called "I Got It." Chiefy, tell us a little bit about the song. What's it about?
I Got It really is just like just a reminder to people that that know us from where we're from and like where we travel to and stuff like that, and just letting them know that we got it. Whatever you need, we got it. Just hit us up. Anything, whether it's promotion, whether it's a party pack, whether it's a good time, we got it all. Just hit us up. I'm and it's really just me, just trying to showcase more of the people that I work with and stuff like that. Because I'm really more of the producer side. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just trying to shout out to Black God. Then I'm trying to really just just get everything going for everybody that I work with and just put my people on. So it's really about I got connections too. You know what I mean? So I got it. You know what I mean? It's about everything. You know what I mean? It really pertains to anything that anybody can get help with or in anything. Man, I got it. Let me know, Chiefy. We got it.
All right, sounds good. Before we get into it, give us a quick shout out to you guys' social media.
Shout out to my Instagram, Chiefy Baby One. You can look for me on there or on my all platform, my music on all platforms, as well as my partner right here, Irvs.
Yeah, mine's Irv, ERV dot rapper. Mine's is just pretty much everywhere the same thing, just Irv the rapper.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. We're gonna get right into the song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
All right.
I got it. I got it. I got it. Come get it for me. Come get it for me. I got it. Come get it for me. I got it. I thought you were key. I got it. I got loads of the shit.
Low key, niggas really think that they know about me. I got show after show, I got packs of these hoes, and I got it packed out, man. You know it ain't cheap, my nigga. Bands at the bands make a pole hoe rich. She say she wanna fuck, I'm like, hell no, nigga. She say she with a friend, I'm like, that's my nigga. Like that, knock it at the park with a baseball bat. Your K's on a hat, fit it to the back. Fuckin' with the gang, disappear like that. You move a little sideways, you get ducked off. All my niggas real and they all get off. Check a nigga swagger, you know I got sauce. Hit the Mayweather and I never took a loss. My nigga.
Come get it for me. Yeah. I got it. Come get it for me. Yeah. I got it. I thought you were key. Yeah. I got it. I got loads of the shit. What you heard, what you got, what you need, here I come. All my niggas with the shit. If it's palms, never run. Look, I don't give a fuck about nobody's paper, long as mine is coming in his blue bills. Beat a nigga ass real quick with my bare fist or a Glock with a steel. You would think a nigga Matrix on some ape shit, that's that bait shit. Shout out to my black cartel, holding it down with 3Ks, bitch. Rip your pension, that's my nigga vision, but to get this money, that's my real attention. If you fuck with my click, then you money flipping. If I told your ass hustling, I meant it for real, little nigga. And that's facts. Come get it for me. Yeah. I got it. Come get it for me. Yeah. I got it. I thought you were key. Yeah. I got it. I got loads of the shit. Baby.
All right, that was Chiefy Baby and Irv the rapper with their song "I Got It." Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they thought about the song. First, he's a planner producer, Pain One. What do you think about Chiefy Baby and Irv's song? Oh, there you go.
No, I'm here. I like the beat a lot. I like the cadence of the first verse quite a bit. I guess I just like that they didn't do the typical flow over that type of beat that everyone else is kind of doing. But I think it was just something about the tone overall. Like the hook didn't catch me. I think part of it was the tone and just the way it was structured with the pauses and everything. I don't know. It didn't feel like it blended in with the beat. So it felt disjointed. I think it has to do with just refining the way you use your voice as an instrument and really keeping that in mind when it comes to not just how you deliver, but actually how you select the beat. And I don't think that's something that a lot of people think about. Rappers, at least singers, more so because they have range to think about, but rappers have that too. And I think the beat may have been good on its own, the cadences of the verse may have been good on their own, but when it came together, it didn't work for me. So it's a no pass.
All right, there you have it. Got a lot of positive feedback there from Pain One, but unfortunately, some things to work on. So no pass from Pain One, but let's see what our other judges thought. Up next, season A&R director at Atlantic Knowledge. What do you think?
I mean, I could appreciate what they tried to do. Overall, I thought it just nothing stuck out. You know what I'm saying to me. I thought they gave a good effort, but like I said, it just listening to it's not something I would necessarily run back. You know what I mean? Like nothing really stood out, whether it was the hook or the verses or just, and it wasn't like they were whack or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like we talking about making it to the next round and all that, and like it got to be something that's sticking out that's gonna make me remember the song. You know what I'm saying? So there was nothing memorable in that particular record for me. So I must say no pass.
All right, there you have it. Unfortunately, that is another no pass there from Knowledge, but let's see what Polo had to say about your song. Polo, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with my fellow judges. It was cool. I like the cadence, like they said that they did to the beat because everybody else would have did it one way, and they kind of came different with it. But the delivery, I just feel like just what they were talking about, the concept of the record, like the concept of the record, the writing, just to me could have just been better. Even the spaces in between in the verses, I don't know, I just didn't really grab my attention. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really stand out to me. They got potential, they can rap, but it's like, all right, cool. There's another group of guys that can rap, but it's like, what's the wow factor? What's the song that sounds so different from everything else that's going on there that demands your attention? And I don't feel like this does it for me. So I would have to say no pass as well.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. Unfortunately, that is 3 no passes, but you did get a lot of positive feedback there from all 3 of our judges. They do see some potential in you guys, so make sure to check out the feedback email to see what things you guys can improve on. We're gonna move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Justice. Just give me 1 second while we bring him in. And Justice, what's going on? How you doing?
What's up with I'm good.
So, where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Okay. We got your song here, Demon House. Tell us a little bit about your song. What's it about?
It's about like my growth in the music and just learning and just enjoying what I like doing best, like bars and stuff like that. So I just try to channel in with my fans to fill me out with that. And yeah, that's what it's about.
Sounds good. Before we get into your track, give us a quick shout out to your social media.
It's Justice_82 at Instagram.
Okay, sounds good. We're gonna get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while you load it up.
nigga, Randy. Get him, Justice. I got this.
Now watch me put this game in the box. I got my knee on your neck, you gon' think I'm a cop. I got bars coming straight from the heart. Real nasty like a bum when he fart. Y'all just talking a lot. But you ain't saying shit. Get my dick out your mouth so I can put it in your bitch. I know you wonder who this is. Don't give a fuck where you from, I will kill you where you live. I stand behind these bars like murder. You wonder how I flew over bars like Smurder. I raised all you niggas like Gerber. Claiming you a rapper with gas, I burp ya. Picture me, I don't need no hook, y'all can't fish with me. I got now, I got next, I got history. I'm a star on the top of a Christmas tree. You don't want no smoke, then I guess you need to listen, G. I'm coming out real hard like your wisdom teeth. We get it popping in my hood like chicken grease. That's the reason this is murder in the first degree. I kill your favorite rapper, now you ain't in the church with me. Let's go! I'm a beast on the Pro Tools. Left my pants hanging in the hood like old shoes. This is shit I would dream about. I grew up in the demon house. I'm a beast on the Pro Tools. Left my pants hanging in the hood like old shoes. This is shit I would dream about. I grew up in the demon house. That the nights got me feeling like Cool J. Shooters killing shooters in my hood like 2K. I'm the next up, got me feeling like Tuesday. Hold up, wait a minute, don't lose me. Shoot him in the screw face. Aim for his mouth like toothpaste. Pocket got no hands, but them heads got a blue face. This the rebirth for bars, this the due date. And I'm the reason why they tripping, tight shoelace. I had to sweep them up, this is Broomsday. I'm still making paper like Newsday. Take my cut off the top like a toupee. Fuck up my money, I'ma smoke you like a Luce. I'm a beast on the Pro Tools. Left my pants hanging in the hood like old shoes. This is shit I would dream about. I grew up in the dream house. I can't wait till all these
Okay, that was Justice with his song Demon House. Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they thought about it. First, he is an A&R director at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think about Justice and his song?
Sorry, I thought it was late.
Cool, Polo's still checking it out. Let's move on to our next judge. Let's move on to our next judge, Knowledge. Knowledge, what did you think about Justice and his song?
Again, I thought the record was okay. I thought that based on what he was doing, as far as like, I feel like the object of this record was to showcase, you know what I mean, his rapping ability and his bars. And I felt like the bars were very like elementary, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't nothing in there that for me necessarily stood out. Like, damn, he going crazy, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, everything I heard before, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't necessarily in a creative way to where it was like, damn, he's saying something new. So I think that, you know, when you come out with a record and it's like the point of the record is to showcase that you're a spitter, you know what I'm saying? You really got to do that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then you're from New York too, so it's like people gonna really expect you to come with it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think you really got to dig deeper and figure out like what you gonna say, I guess. I don't know, but it just, for the record he put out, the bars just weren't good enough. So I'm gonna say no pass.
There you have it. Thank you, Knowledge. Unfortunately, that is a no pass from Knowledge, but we still got two judges left to go. Let's see what they had to say. Pain One, what did you think about Justice and his song? He's a platinum producer. Pain One, what did you think about Justice and his song? Pain One might still be checking out the song, so let's try to get Polo in here. Polo, what do you think about Justice and his song?
I agree with Knowledge. I wasn't mad at it. I like his energy. You could hear the potential, but there wasn't any bars that kind of stood out. And it sucks because being from New York, you're already, you know, the bars is kind of set at a certain level. So we're already, our expectation as A&Rs, and you know, from any artist from New York, I'm here, I'm waiting for the bars. So you know, I get what Nala said. You know, it was there, but I just felt like it could have been a little bit more creative. We could have had a little bit more punchlines that kind of stood out. You know, or maybe give us a little bit more of a wow factor. It was cool. It just, like you said, it was like a showcase of he can rhyme for sure. He can rhyme. I'm not taking nothing away from that. But it's just nothing that's, you know, that stood out, man. That's the next level of something that makes you go, oh, let me hear that record again. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. I listened to it, but I didn't really grab anything from it. So because of that, I'm gonna say it's an old pass. But it has potential. Like I said, just like Ace from New York, the bars are already set so high.
Absolutely well said. Thank you, Polo. Unfortunately, that is a no pass from Polo. Let's move on to our next judge, see what he had to say. Pain One, what did he think about Justice and his song?
My bad. My audio got messed up. Yeah, I mean, I think he can rap. There was something off about that beat. Like the bass line was in the wrong key. So that kind of distracted me because I'm listening to my monitors and I have the subs. So that was just kind of a weird sound, which I guess isn't his fault, but ultimately it is because, you know, he chose to release it anyway. And that's kind of like one of those things. I know we've gotten criticism in the past for judging the mix or judging the production because, you know, that's not, you know, what they do, but it's like you're the person releasing it, you know what I mean? So it's got to pass by you as the quality control specialist, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's something that if you're the artist releasing the music, you just got to really enforce a standard on.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Pain One. Unfortunately, that was 3 no passes from our judges. They did see some potential in you there, Justice. Just a few things to work on. So make sure to check out that feedback email after the event. We're going to move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Day Sir, I believe. I hope I didn't mispronounce that, but let's ask them when we bring them in. And just 1 second while we bring them in. And Day, what's going on? How you doing? Can you unmute yourself for me?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. How's it going? Where are you from?
So I live in London. Originally, I'm from Lithuania.
Okay. Looks like we might be having some connection issues here with you. So, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play your song real quick, and then we'll bring you in after the song. So just give me 1 second while we load it up, okay?
Clear my vision, 20 carat diamond, mask on, throw it in the air. Burberry jeans, boots with the fur. Walk it high, talk it at the London slur. Damn boy, you got nerve. Calling my phone, hotline bling. Lying to yourself like she loves me. Are you sure? Games get played every day, baby. That's real, 25 more life, baby. My first job, mama put me on. 420, minus the one. I was around 11 years old. Timberland soul, Rockwear coat. Yeah, immigrant fresh, man. Immigrant cold. Golden gates, feet palm trees. Big mansion, tennis court. Family full of cash collectors, taps. Get away. Riding round, no license plate. Who can stop me? Not the Jakes. They got nothing, get away. Better get away. Unoperable, unoperable. гражетесь, я. Такая гражия, ага, get it, okay. Step in the function like my name Diana. Bank account balance on smooth criminal. Don't be mad at me, I got my juice back, nasty C. Call me Goldilocks, I found the right wave. Henny on ice, high grade trees. Upside clock, then pocket watching how I move. It is what it is, I'm used to it. More money, more problems, B.I.G. Ray Charles to the bullshit, stay in my vibe. Every little thing will be alright. Bob Marley, leave out the function, tummy rumbling, need to eat AT. I want lobster, money hungry monster, don't even worry, it's on me. Yeah, pass the receipt, I got this beat. Garden gates, feet palm trees, big mansion, tennis court, family full of cash collectors, taxes, get away. Riding round, no license plate. Who can stop me? Not the Jakes. They got nothing, get away. Better get away. Unoperable, unoperable. See an open ghost. Unoperable, unoperable. Sorry, got to go. Unoperable, unoperable.
Okay, and that was Day with her song Third Eye. So let's try to bring her back in here into the Zoom. And Day, what's going on? How you doing?
Hey there, can you hear me now?
I hear you a little better. Yeah,
Hello.
tell us where you're from.
So originally from Lithuania, but I live in London at the moment.
Okay, nice. So we just finished listening to your song Third Eye. Tell us a little bit about your song. What was it about?
So my third eye is about, I'm telling a bit of like story, what I've done in my life. And it's also about a feeling that I had when I was like 16 years old, when my dad got like arrested and he was getting deported, and I was kind of like in this mode of like, I don't care, like there's nothing that's more powerful than, well, me, but I was 16. I was like, I don't care what the police say, I don't care what the judge says, I don't care what anyone says. Like, yeah, we're just no one can come against me and my family. So that was kind of where the song came from.
Okay, that's what's up. Before we get your feedback from the judges, give us a quick shout out to your social media.
Yeah, so I'm DAE_SIIRE on all social platforms.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good. Let's kick it off to our first judge, see what they thought about your song. Up first, he is an A&R director at Atlantic Knowledge. What did you think about Day's Serenade song?
I thought she was onto something. I think that the execution of it just wasn't.
Jesus. My bad. I just kicked off Knowledge into. Let's move on to our next judge, Polo. Polo, what was your feedback on Day's song?
Yeah, it was cool. It was something different, but it just felt the delivery in it, like her flow, the writing just felt a little early. It just felt like she just got to get a little bit more seasoning, with a little bit more comfortable to make it sound a little bit more effortless. You know what I'm saying? Like, sounds like she's still trying, or she's trying to still figure it out. It's different, which I like. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure. Keep that, but get comfortable, get more seasoning. You know what I'm saying? But for right now, I'm gonna say no pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. Unfortunately, that is a no pass from Polo. Let's kick it back to Knowledge again. Knowledge, what was your feedback for Day?
Yes, so I was saying, like, I think that she was on something, just the idea and the vibe of what she was doing and just the way she approached the record. But I think the execution wasn't quite there. So she feels like an artist who has an idea of who she wants to be as an artist and the type of music she wants to make as an artist, which a lot of artists don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I think she's half the battle is won with that. But I think that she just has to continue to go down that lane and master the lane that she's in, the lane that she's going for. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say no pass. But more so just because it felt early, it didn't feel like she all the way understood the assignment, like my engineer would say. So I'm gonna say no pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Knowledge. Before we move on to our next artist, get your feedback from Pain One. Pain, what did you think?
Yeah, I agree with both judges. I think she is onto something. She has a unique voice and a unique energy. She just has to grow into her vision, which is way easier than trying to grow into no vision, which is, I think, what both judges were alluding to when they said, it felt like she had an idea of who she was as an artist, whereas a lot of people don't have that. So she just has to continue to grow, continue to develop herself, and she's on the right path.
You have it. Thank you, Pain One. Fortunately, that was no passes from our judges, but you did get a lot of positive feedback there from everyone. So make sure to check out the feedback email after the event. We're going to move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Arch Colossal. Just give me 1 second while we bring him in. And it looks like we don't have him here in the Zoom, so we're just going to get right into the song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Yeah. Colossal, nigga. Artillery on the way. Yeah. Get these niggas pain. Pain. Real. Love. Loyalty. Shit, that's all I ask for, nigga. I can't get it? Can I get it? Still having nightmares of crying in the dark. Whenever I'm frustrated, I gotta take a walk. Try to ease the pain, but it still don't make it better. Couch so thin, I was tearing right on the leather. Reminiscing like crazy, trying to bring that time back. Niggas acting real different, now I can't bring that time back. I grew up in a house full of roaches, mice traps. My pop the raised no punk, so I had to fight back. I had that tough love, but I gave it right back. I was outside, grandma didn't like that. She tried to protect me, cause they shot Lil Jermaine. She witnessed his mother going through the pain. Seen the family suffer, she ain't wanna feel the same. Niggas think this shit is sweet, this life shit ain't a game. Too many good niggas buried, too many of them frames. Stop fucking with niggas, cause that shit is lame. Hustling the same shit, our vision ain't the same. You wanted the bitches, I just want a little fame. Losses and wins, this shit comes with the game. I'm numb to the world like I took some Novocaine. Recipes, fuego, my nigga died over his chain. Shots fired in the alley, hit him right up in his brain. Before this shit happened, I was asking God why. Lil Rick lost his father, started getting mob ties. My little nigga hurt, couldn't deal with frustration. Got bored in the crib, he was playing PlayStation. Started playing with them pistols, now he in and out them stations. But I felt this pain cause we all deal with Satan. Anger built up, pop a nigga like bacon. Cut off that dead weight, too many niggas is hating. My work ethic hard, this is dedication. Henny with the periphery, that's my meditation. I'm sticking to them laws, this my regulation. Show you niggas how to do it, here's my demonstration. I'm here to fuck the game, here's my penetration. That dead weight off me, I had to dead that. And you niggas that owe me, I want my bread back. Take food on my plate again, you get your head snatched. Two niggas with 2 9s don't get one sap. We playing for keeps, your life, you can't get it back. These niggas get caught, start telling why you even trap. This is big boy shit, so don't get into that. Yeah, cause where I'm from, niggas don't say shit. Talking out the side of your cheeks, but get your facelift. I'm all gas, I don't need to get my brakes fixed. Yo, bitch want me, why? I'm feeling like the shit. She sucked my dick, right after I take a piss. Then it's back to the money, I only deal with fish. Hit the kitchen, whip the work, nigga like grits. Chop a hole when you're down into bacon bits. I'm from Boston, hometown of the Red Sox. My nigga Black will leave you stiff like a dreadlock. Posted with your bitch on the back street, that's my head spot. And I don't even trust this bitch, I got my leg cocked. My niggas been getting money, fuck up the feds watch. I'm just trying to get $1 million, that's my next plot. Take over the building, nigga, like John Cock. Get the work, then pass it off like John Stock. MVP material, I'm like Charles Bach. Got everything for sale like Walmart. Got fingers bagged in plastic like ballparks. This is doggy dog world, all my dogs bark. Stay away from pussy niggas that got soft spots. These niggas is ill, guess they getting sick of me. Fuck it, let them die out of COVID, I ain't got no sympathy. Bitch, bah! Fucking one take, L. Stop playing with me, man.
Or my car just shut off.
Boston, Massachusetts, 617. You know, with the Red Sox. You know, Oscar Colossal on my Instagram, ARCH_Colossal, COLLASOLL. It's about pain. It's about real life, meaningful things. The pictures on there were, you know, people I lost. I had the video guy show the whole cemetery because I know somebody out there done lost someone and feels the same way I feel or probably been through the same thing. So we're just trying to change the narrative. You know what I'm saying? We're men with morals. So, you know, there's no gang affiliation whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? It's just the pain, the aggression, just expressing myself and being able to tell my story and change the narrative, you know? So that's what we're trying to do.
My bad. I really liked it at first, like the first, I don't know, like 30, 40 seconds of it, I really liked. I thought the delivery was dope. And then I was waiting for the hook. The hook never came. And then I kind of started noticing the producer tag kept playing. And so I just kind of felt like at a certain point, you know, it's 4.5 minutes. It was like he wasn't presenting it well. There was a lot of potential, but I felt like the song just kind of broke down because there was no hook, so there was no structure. And then I felt like the topics at first were very focused, and then it lost its focus the longer the song went on. And then I kept hearing the producer tag, and it's just like, damn, okay. So I didn't unfortunately get a good view of him as a songwriter overall. It just kind of felt like one long verse that wasn't necessarily grounded too much by the end of the record. So I think he has a lot of potential. That record just, I don't think it was the best first impression. So it's a no pass for me.
Yeah, I agree with page one. You know, I like the concept, obviously, you know, and you can never go wrong with that. It just felt, you know, like he said, when I first heard the first verse, it was cool. I was waiting for the chorus, and when the chorus never came, and then he rapped another second and third verse, it just felt like one long verse. And then, you know, which is for if it was shorter, it wouldn't be as bad. But if it's for a 4 minute and 30 second song, it definitely, you know, I'm looking for that chorus. That's the chorus that's gonna bring all the way, you know, every time everything together. You know what I'm saying? All the pain that he's talking about, I was waiting for that chorus part to see, you know, where that pain was gonna go from there. You know, it's cool. Like you said, definitely got potential. He was able to tell a story, but again, it didn't tie in all the way without the hook. So I don't see the song itself going far in the competition for the record. So because of that, I'm gonna have to say it's no pass.
Another okay record for me. I was rooting for him though, because he did have some talent and he did have some bars that were cool in the beginning, like Pain One was saying, but then as it continued to go on and on, you know what I'm saying, I feel like the bars just weren't holding up. Then there was no hook to break it up. So I'm gonna just say no pass.
All right, thank you, Knowledge. Unfortunately, that was 3 no passes from our judges, but you did get a lot of positive and valuable feedback there from everyone. So make sure to check out the feedback email after the event to see what things you can work on. So we're gonna move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Storms. Just give me 1 second while we bring them in. And Storms, what's going on? How you doing?
Can you see and hear me?
Yep, we see and hear you.
What's popping, man? We're good. We out here. Quick shout out to real quick. Sorry, I'm just getting this shit split double. 1 second. Popping, man. We're good. We out here. Quick shout out to real quick. Not sure if that's stabilized. One second. There we go. Sorry, I had to set that shit up. Was watching it live, but yeah. Quick shout out to my videographer in the background there. We're also on Instagram Live. We out here in OT. Son of OT, adopted by the city, you know what I mean? Family background from my family's from GTA, Nigerians. So we out here repping.
Okay, so we got your song here. It's called Body Anthem. Tell us a little bit about your song.
I don't know if you can still hear me. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? All right, looks like we might be having some sound issues with Storm, so we're just going to get right into his song. We'll try to bring him back in after we play his song.
Yeah, I'm lost in the sauce, girl. You're a proper amusement. Yeah, I'm lost in the sauce, girl. You're a proper amusement. Yeah, I'm lost in the sauce, girl. You're a proper amusement. Yeah, I'm lost in the sauce, girl. You're a proper amusement. And I said, rude boy, who's got the keys to my beamer? Shorty said she stuck on me. Said she wanna bang with a nigga, man, so exciting. That's too much choco, my sherry. Riding it slow when she stuck on D, my guy. Baby, what you want from me? Backing it up, he reverse my bad girl, please. VVS is not for free. Hello, Mr. Cover Girl. Hope you got time, I don't mean to bother you. Hey, your body got a killy person, yo. Your body got a killy person, yo. You be murderer. My pops no be governor. But I'ma take you Yankee up to Panama. What's the agenda? I wanna be a soul lover. 2 shots in my heart warmer. Yeah, I'm lost in the sauce, girl. You're a proper amusement. Yeah, I'm lost in the sauce, girl. You're a proper amusement. Yeah, I'm lost in the sauce, girl. You're a proper amusement. Yeah, I'm lost in the sauce, girl. You're a proper amusement. Shawty said she love you when I pump her. She love you when I pump her. Loving up your body, I they admire. You know, say I they admire. Lost in all the sauce that make you catch fire. Your body make me catch fire. Baby, you know I love your little fat time. pretty little sapphire. Yeah, I'm lost in your sauce, girl. You're a proper amusement. Yeah, I'm lost in your sauce, girl. You're a proper amusement. Yeah, I'm lost in your sauce, girl. You're a proper amusement. Yeah, I'm lost in your sauce, girl. You're a proper amusement. Yeah, I'm lost in your sauce, girl. You're a proper amusement. Yeah, I'm lost in your sauce, girl. You're a proper amusement. Yeah, I'm lost in your sauce, girl. You're a proper amusement. Yeah, I'm lost in your sauce, girl. You're a proper amusement.
All right, that was Storms with his song "Body Anthem." Let's see if we got the sound issues fixed here. Storms, what's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Perfect, yo.
There we go. So let us know where you're from.
So my family's from GTA, Nigerians, but adopted from the 613 Ottawa. That's where I started off from a year ago during COVID. That's when we started writing our bars, putting pen to paper. So we're still new in the game and all. I was trying to give a quick shout out to my camera team out here in the back. We out here. So shout out to IG Live too as well. Really putting in work. We just started, but we really putting in work to get our name out there. We saw Coast to Coast, a really good platform to get started on. So we're excited, really excited. Me and my team are excited about the prospects of your show as well too.
All right, we just finished listening to your song "Body Anthem." Tell us a little bit about your song. What was it about?
So honestly, because we just started, we had a lot of, because I don't write my lyrics alone. I go through kind of things that'll be catchy as all. This one's supposed to be for the ladies and all, something fun, interesting. We did a Body Anthems live show too for the release party as well, which was really big and nice to get the name out there, get the word out there in the city and all. So it's just mostly a vibe for the ladies and all, that special lady saucy, giving you that attitude, shorties and everything. So it's kind of just supposed to be like about that. And yeah, a lot of people really fucked with it. So kept pushing.
All right, that's what's up. Before we get into the feedback from the judges, give us a quick shout out to your social media.
So you can follow me at _storms on Instagram. I don't have Facebook. I got Snapchat at Gozzie, so GOZZIEE _2 on Snapchat. If you want any other social media, it's just Storms on YouTube, releasing all my videos on there. Those are all my 3 social medias. Any other thing, it's probably a spam account.
All right, sounds good. Let's see what the judges had to say about your song Up First. He's an A&R director from Atlantic Knowledge. What did he think about Storms and his song?
I don't know. I didn't think that song was that great. It just had a lot of tune on it. It was hard for him to shine through. Nothing really stuck out about that record. I just wasn't jacking that one. So I'm gonna say no pass for me.
All right, there you have it. Unfortunately, that's a no pass from Knowledge. But let's kick it off to our next judge, see what he had to say. He's a platinum producer, Pain One. What did you think about Storms and his song?
Yeah, I think if they only started a year or so ago, they're in a good place, because I thought the verses were great. I like the harmonies; those sounded good. In terms of the overall songwriting, especially the hook was my least favorite part. It sounded chaotic, and the writing was just kind of. I would have focus grouped that with some women. Like, do you like when a man says he's lost in your sauce and you're a proper amusement? I feel like to achieve that type of effective songwriting, you really have to study what's worked, you know, what choice of words, how to word things. That's really important. And the hook is the essence of the whole song. And then also I thought, as my fellow judges were saying, that the vocals were really overproduced. Like there was a lot of tune, and then also you had a low octave throughout, so they felt sonically heavy. And you know, that track, like I love, it's a dancehall beat, a very light dancehall beat. I love listening to dancehall. I don't hear, as a matter of fact, most of it is really high, like all like the Alkalines and the Popkins, like they have very high register voices. And so when you add that low octave and it's constant, it dominates the frequency range of the entire track. And so that just becomes all you can hear at a certain point. I couldn't enjoy the light, airy guitar, even the claps were getting drowned out. So moving forward, just really focus on how the vocals are produced as well as how they're written and delivered. So I think there's a ton of potential. I think you're onto something as songwriters. This just isn't at the level that it should be yet, but you're projecting a pretty good path for yourself. So it's a no pass right now, but love to hear what is coming, you know, in the future.
There you have it. Thank you, Pain One. Fortunately, that was a no pass from Pain One, but let's get your feedback from Polo. Polo, what did you think about Storms in this song?
Yeah, Pain and Knowledge kind of hit in the head. I mean, it's cool. I didn't stand out. And then a lot of this, like the mix was clashing. From his vocals to the production, just the mix had to be better. Just overall, it sounds early. It has potential, but just the writing, the song itself just sounds early, so some no pass.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo. Unfortunately, 3 no passes, but the judge did hear some potential in you, so just make sure to check out the feedback email after the event to see exactly what you can work on to improve. We're going to move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Denisha Jones. Just give me 1 second while I bring Denisha in. And Denisha, what's going on? How you doing?
Hello.
How's it going? Where are you from?
I am from Wisconsin.
Okay, that's what's up. So we got your song here, Look at Our God. Tell us a little bit about your song. What's it about?
So I got saved almost 2 years ago, and I decided to use my gift for God, and he gave me Look at Our God. Look at Our God is basically a song that's telling us to set our minds on the things above, to focus on God, because he's awesome. He's still moving and proving just how great he is. So it's just a song of worship.
Okay, sounds good. Before we get into your song, give us a quick shout out to your social media.
My Instagram is Yahweh's Daughter.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good. So we're going to get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
You take the weight of my burdens, you lay them to rest too. Look what our God can do. You breathe your life into me, you gave me purpose. best. You give me peace in the storm. You keep my head off my chest. You take the weight of my burdens. You lay them to rest. Ooh, look what our God can do. Temptation coming in different directions, but I walk in spirit, not the flesh. I'm not chasing after the things in this world, Lord, I'm chasing after you. I know it won't always go my way, but I want your will and not my own, not my own. All things are working for the good of those who love the Lord with all their heart and soul. You breathe your life into me, you gave me purpose, you give me peace in the storm, you keep my head off my chest, you take the weight of my burdens, you lay them to rest. Ooh, look what our God can do. You breathe your life into me, you gave me purpose, you give me peace in the storm, you keep my head off my chest, you take the weight of my burdens, you lay them to rest. Ooh, look what our God can do. Ooh, look at our God, look at our God. Ooh, get your mind on us. God is coming. Ooh, get your mind on us. Get your mind on us. You knew me before I was in my mother's womb. You knitted me with your hands, fearfully and wonderfully made by you. Glory, hallelujah, look what our God can do. Look what our God can do. You knew I wouldn't be perfect. You still chose to love me no matter what I did. You said if I turn from my sins, turn on, that's what you give. Neither shall I perish, nor any man shall pluck me out your hand. Neither shall I perish, nor any man shall pluck me out your hand. I belong to the Father and Son, and they are one. I belong to the Father and Son, and they are one. Are you ready? 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 Are you ready?
Okay, that was Denisha Jones with her song "Look at Our God." Let's move on. Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they had to say. First, he's an A&R director at Rock Nation. Polo, what did you think about Denisha and her song?
I love the message, obviously, definitely. I'm a child of God as well, so that the fact that you had a whole song, I definitely respect it. Um, but I'm gonna be honest, to me, the writing and the delivery, just sounds early. It sounds early. It sounds like you got to get a little bit more comfortable with it. There's potential there for sure, but you just got to get a little bit more seasoned. Just practice more at home. Even in the recording process, just get a little bit more familiar around the studio, just to get more comfortable. Because the words you're saying is powerful. The messages you're delivering is powerful. It's just the delivery is not hitting the way it should because you still got you still it's still early. But if you felt if the confidence was there a little bit more in the singing and in the recording process, you would feel it a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because again, the message is strong and it gets right to the point, but the delivery of the song didn't match the powerful message. You know what I mean? So just get comfortable with it and continue, moving forward. But definitely has potential. But it's a no pass for now.
Gotcha. Thank you, Polo. Unfortunately, that is a no pass from Polo. Got some great feedback there from him, though. Let's move on to our next judge. He's a platinum producer, Pain One. What did he think about Denisha and her song?
I have a question for Denisha. Did you do a lot of that yourself? Did you record yourself? And
Yeah, I actually did do it myself at home on an app called BandLab.
okay, see, that's what I assumed because listening to it, it just didn't seem like the kind of thing that you would have done with somebody else. Because I think all of those ideas came from you, which I think is impressive and just highlights your potential. I love the harmonies. At the same time, I knew you had done it yourself because it was very long and the intro was really drawn out. And I understand why you would want it because producers will do that too. We'll add like an 80-second intro on our beats because no one else is in the room with us saying, okay, I like the intro, but cut it down. Right. You know what I mean? So I understand the process that you're going through. And I think there were some incredible moments in the song. To me, you created a demo for yourself, and the fact that you can do that on your own makes you a powerful creator in the sense that you can now go to a studio and say, all right, here's my demo. I know what I want the core of my song to be because I got it. I did it myself. I just need help refining it. I need help, polishing it. Because I think with polish and with the right production, this could actually be a pretty solid song, even though this is still early in your journey. I agree with Polo. I don't think it's a pass for me, but I think that's just because of the execution. And you could have easily, with the help of a co-producer, vocal producer, engineer, you could have just come through with the very same song, just polished and executed differently and passed easily. So I do think you're on the right path.
There you have it. Thank you, Payne. One more great feedback from Payne. Let's kick it off to our next judge, Knowledge. What did you think about Denisha and her song?
Love the effort, love what she was doing. I agree with Payne One. I think it's still a little early. I'm sorry, with Polo, I think it's a little early still. The song was very long. I think she needs to shorten it, make it a little more easily digestible. Definitely could cut down on the intro just to kind of get right into it. I'm gonna say no pass for today. Very talented. Just needs to continue working and just building out the sound some more. And then I don't know necessarily how this particular record would fare in the competition that we're in either, but just as far as the record itself, I think she did well, you know what I mean? But just a lot more growing to do as a writer and as an artist.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Knowledge. Unfortunately, that was 3 no passes from our judges, but you did get incredible feedback from all 3 of our judges there. So just make sure to check out the feedback email after the event. We're going to move on to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Martell Coleman. Just give me 1 second while we bring them in. And Martell, what's going on? How you doing? I can see you, but I can't hear you. And you're not muted. Do you have a mic connected? Because I can't even mute you. You might not have a mic connected. We're going to get right into your song. So you can try to get that mic fixed. And just give me 1 second while we load it up. We'll bring you in after we play your song.
Hey! Hey!
I never knew the difference between love and lust until I went to take a piss and I saw some crust. They dreaming about the baddest bitch. I wonder if she know my name and that I do exist. If I politely say hello, would you be nice and speak? Or would you look me up and down and judge me by my feet? I wanna read the poem to you that I wrote for you, but you must rather laugh me off like I'm a joke, huh? Okay. I found the courage to come over and talk to you, but I just fumble with my words and they got lost to you. I'm sensing that my insecurities run all over me. Maybe in the near future it be you and me. Watching music video, trying to act cool. I even put my shoes on, trying to impress you. Doing clown shit just for your attention. Acting a damn fool was never my intentions. No longer dating women with the daddy issues. Looking to fill a voice of things daddy put her through. Only position interests her is CEO. Only excited when the K behind a double O. Only focused on returns, never about the price. Fell asleep at her desk, she had a long night. Long nights at office just to get it right. Investing in herself and visioning a better life. Married to the game, and you know that's my wife. Most men will call her bad, but to me she ain't right. Claim you got a plan, but look like you the one that's playing. Get a lawyer 10 in case I gotta sin again. Drop location and you know we gonna spin again. I'm only social when I'm high as hell off ecstasy. I had to quit that shit, it wasn't for the best of me. I almost caught a body, thank you God I'm blessed with peace. Go get some money, keep your pipe and get some extra tools. Fuck the gossip in the rumors, yeah, we stepping too. Working as a janitor, it put a strain on me. Hoes in that Max 95, this ain't a game, homie. Smelling like a sewer, mopping floors at Chick-fil-A. Hey, that shit was tight, upgrade and get the number 8. Damn, you got fat. Nah, I been there. Reflecting on the past, but no longer looking back. Ain't nothing wrong with me, I just love to stun like Mitch. But Rico made more sense, I do my friend too, nigga over 14 bricks. You want a Calvin hose to get off Calvin dick. See, I root for the villain. I love it when they winning. Even as a child, been like this from the beginning. Was innocent at birth, but wasn't born a winner. Guess winning come from sinning, but took so many L's, it turned me to a sinner.
All right, that was Martell Coleman with his song. Let's kick it right off to the judges, see what they have to say. Up first, he's a platinum producer, Pain One. What did you think about Martell and his song?
It was really, really interesting. It was weird. I mean, in a good way, it was weird. I wonder, did he make the beat himself or what? The production was really interesting to me. It kept my attention the whole time. What was I going to say? Yeah, I think he has a unique approach to songwriting, and I think that's going to take him far. As it stands, there's a lot of work to be done in terms of, I guess, the sophistication of the rhyme schemes and the meter. A lot of times that was falling apart, and he was kind of either stumbling to rush because it was too many syllables, or he was taking these pauses because there weren't enough syllables. And it didn't all feel intentional. It just kind of felt like that's just how the cards felt. That's not the right idiom. How do you say that? That's just how the something felt. Whatever, you know what I mean? It just felt like that's what happened. But it wasn't necessarily an intentional effort to make it be that way. And I think once he figures that out, he's going to have an amazing angle, because it was like with the production, it was kind of MF Doomish, but with his delivery, it was kind of Q-Tip-esque. So I feel like that's just not something other people are aspiring to do. But then also the writing was kind of like Bismarck meets Old Dirty Bastard. It was just kind of all over the place. So, but in a way that worked. Just in terms of the execution, it just wasn't quite there yet. But I would love to listen to his music once the execution all comes together. So I'll just give him a pass, because it was just it was different. And if it's different enough to have me kind of wanting more, even if I'm not fully in love with the product as is, I think that's worth a pass.
There you have it. Thank you, Pain One. You got a pass there from Pain One. Let's move on to our next judge, see what they have to say. He's an A&R director at Atlantic Knowledge. What do you think about Martell and his song?
Cool. I mean, I thought the record was decent at best. It didn't move me. I think he's still very early. He needs a lot of work. I'm gonna just say no pass.
There you have it. Thank you, Knowledge. Unfortunately, that's a no pass from Knowledge, but we got a tiebreaker, leaving it up to Polo. Polo, what did you think about Martell and his song?
Yeah, I'm on the fence on this one as well. Just because I agree with Payne, where it's different, and the production had me engaged. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, if the beat was mixed even better, that beat was just different. And I just like where it was going. But then, again, like Payne said, when it came to the verses, it was so like Q-Tip-ish. The lyrics were like ODB, Bismarck. So it kind of felt a little simple, but then there was no chorus to bring it all together. And that's kind of why I missed, where like, I don't know what the concept of the song was or is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like the production. I felt like it has potential to go somewhere, but without a chorus, it just didn't really tie anything in. You know what I mean? So it's not to hurt him. It's not to hurt him. There's no pass. It's not to hurt him. It's just no pass. It's just to challenge him a little bit more and just make sure you're working on, a full song, structure-wise. Make sure there's a chorus in there. But keep whatever you're getting that the beat from, and your personality. Just keep going. Even though, like Nala said, it's early, it has potential. So, and you have your personality. It sounds like you. You know what I mean? So just keep going at it. Just figure out how to make a song. No pass for me. That's what.
All right, there you have it. Unfortunately, that was another no pass. Excuse the alarm going off in the background. But yeah, Marta, you got a lot of positive and a lot of valuable feedback from all three of our judges. So just a few things you might need to work on. So just make sure to check out the feedback email after the event. We're going to kick it off to our next artist on the lineup. They go by Kenyatta. Just give me 1 second while you bring her in.
Hi,
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good.
Awesome. Tell us where you're from.
Originally from Mobile, Alabama, but I grew up in Queens, New York. I was in the Navy, so that took me worldwide. And now I'm in San Antonio, Texas.
Okay, that's what's up. We got your song here. It's called... Oh, 1 second. I got it here. It's called Pull Up. Tell us a little bit about your song. What's it about?
Okay, so I pretty much sing love songs, but they're kind of intense because I'm aggressive. So I pretty much say what I want and then I fantasize about it and then I tell you to do it because I want to do it.
Okay, sounds good. Before we get into your song, give us a quick shout out to your social media.
Okay, I'm mostly on Instagram and that is at the Kenyatta, and that's the Kenyatta, and that's it. That's really where I'm the most active right now.
All right, awesome. Sounds good. We're going to get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Okay.
All right.
When you turn away, I didn't know what to say. When you turn away, I didn't know what to say. I think I'm going crazy. Been thinking about you lately, and everywhere I look, all I see is you. I know you see me making my moves. Come show me what to do. I know what I want, and all I want is you. You got me wondering, baby, if you could be mine. You as my man, us hand in hand, let's not waste time. You got me wondering, baby, if you could be mine. You as my man, so take my hand, baby, and just take me away. And just take me away. I'm wishing you would pull up, roll up. I'm waiting on you. And then we can pull up. Then we can turn up. Me all on you. I'm hypnotized. My hips, my thighs. Body shaking, heart racing, beating to the thought of you. It ain't no surprise, I can't deny. I won't even try to hide my feelings from you. You got me wondering, baby, if you could be mine. You as my man, us hand in hand, let's not waste time. You got me wondering, baby, if you could be mine. You as my man, so take my hand, baby, and just take me away. And just take me away. I'm wishing you would pull up, roll up. Waiting on you. And then we can pull up. Then we can turn up.
All right, there you have it. That was Kenyatta with her song "Pull Up." Let's kick it off to our judges, see what they thought about this song. Up first, she's an A&R director at Atlantic Knowledge. What did you think about Kenyatta and her song?
I like the idea of what she was doing. I like the sound. I think she's headed in the right direction. It's still, again, I hate to just sound repetitive, this call, but it just felt early. You know what I'm saying? I think the songwriting still needs a lot of work. But again, like the other female artists, like it feels like she has an identity as an artist of where she wants to go with the music. Just needs to continue to like perfect the execution. So I'm gonna say no pass for today.
There you have it. Thank you, Knowledge. Unfortunately, that is a no pass from our first judge, but let's kick it off to Polo. Polo, what did you think about Kenyatta and her song?
Yeah, I agree with Knowledge. I mean, there's potential there for sure. I like the concept, but the writing and the vocals sound a little too early for me. Just got to get a little bit more seasoned. Just keep getting more comfortable. Just keep writing. Honestly, just poem. I was talking about write poems. Just anything that it has a structure in it. I mean, meaning he's telling a story and it kind of all ties in together. You know what I mean? There's potential there, but like I said, with the writing, but it just felt early and then vocally. I feel like certain keys, she could have hit different keys, and I just feel like she was stuck in one note. So, maybe look into a little bit of, some coaching. So it's just early, so I'm gonna just say it's a no pass for now.
There you have it. Thank you, Polo. Unfortunately, that is another no pass from Polo. But before we move on, Pain One, what did you think about Kenyatta and the song?
Yeah, I think even adding to it, if you want to expedite some of that process, not necessarily expedite it, I guess enhance it. Work with a co-writer that's really experienced, work with a vocal producer that's really experienced, and just start developing more of a process, a better process for you. Because, as I told the singer, that was her name, Denisha, she, she was doing a lot of it on her own. And so, she had limitations on herself, but that collaboration and that synergy can open a lot of doors for you.
There you have it. Thank you, Pain One. Fortunately, that was 3 no passes from our judges, but you did get a lot of positive feedback as well from everyone. So make sure to check out the feedback email after the event. We're going to move on to our last artist on today's lineup. He is Carlos Middlebrooks. Just give me 1 second while you bring him in. And Carlos, what's going on? How you doing?
Hello, I'm doing well.
So, where are you from?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay, nice. We got your song here. It's called "Never Gonna Let You Leave." Tell us a little bit about your song. What's it about?
It's just using my creativity. Did it all myself. Beat the video. It's about a session over a beautiful woman. Happens to be my fiance.
All right, sounds good. Before we get into it, give us a quick shout out to your social media.
Oh yeah, I'm on Facebook at Louis Hansen.
Okay, sounds good. We're gonna get right into your song. Just give me 1 second while we load it up.
Art influencers on Instagram have a deep, dark secret about how they make money selling their art.
I love you too.
Okay, that was Carlos with his song. Let's kick it off to our judges and see what they thought about it. Up first, he's a platinum producer, Pain One. What did he think about Carlos and his song?
I think aesthetically everything was cohesive. He used the resources he had available and created. Like it's not a cinematic experience, but he put everything together in a way that conveyed a cohesive feeling that was cohesive with the audio and the visuals. So that's I always encourage people to do that. I think people think that they have to have a film crew, and no, it's just you just got to create a mood. And this was a disturbing and unsettling mood, but he definitely conveyed that. My concern for this is that there's very minimal vocal performance, so this wouldn't translate well onto a stage. I guess I don't know. Like I can't envision this working on a stage when this is a heavily vocal performance oriented competition. And so given that actually the vocals were my least favorite part because it kind of had that cliche demonic down pitcher on it that everyone uses when they want to be creepy. So it felt like that was the part that broke the form, because visuals were disturbing, the audio was unsettling, but then that came in and I'm like, oh, well, that's just kind of corny. So I wish he had found a different way to present those vocals. But if that's the only vocal performance on stage, I just have to say no pass, because it's not going to translate well for this competition into a live format.
There you have it. Thank you, Pain One. Unfortunately, that is a no pass from Pain. But let's move on to our next judge. Let's see what he had to say. Polo, what did you think?
I mean, it's a lot. I mean, from the mix to the production, I like what again, he has an idea, but I just feel like the execution, it's just early. I mean, I didn't hear any vocals coming through. If there was, I think it was very, 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 very low. And the things I was able to hear, it wasn't clear enough for me to judge it. So it's just early for me, but I can't pass this.
There you have it. Thank you, Polo. Unfortunately, that is a no pass from Polo as well. But let's move on to our last judge, see what he had to say. Knowledge. What did you think about Carlos and his song?
Okay.
Oh, sorry about that. No, so yeah, I took a listen to the song. Honestly, bro, I'm gonna just say no pass. That's all I'm gonna say. I didn't understand quite what was going on. And I just think that the quality of it was great as well. So I'm gonna just say no pass.
All right, there you have it. Unfortunately, that was a no pass from Knowledge there. They get a lot of valuable feedback there from Polo and Pain One, so just make sure to check out the feedback email after the event. With that being said, that was our last artist on today's lineup. But before we end the live stream, let's give a big shout out and a thank you to our judges for joining us today. Starting off with Polo. He's an A&R director at Rock Nation. Polo, where can everyone find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram under POLO_2X, just like it says right there.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Polo, for joining us today. Our next judge, he is an A&R director at Atlantic. Knowledge, where can everyone find you on social media?
I'm on Instagram. You can find me there, God_knowledge.
There you have it. Thank you, Knowledge, for joining us today. And last but not least, he is a platinum producer. He's worked with artists such as Young Jeezy, LUDACRIS, Rick Ross, 50 Cent, 2 Chainz, and many, many more. Pain One, where can everyone find you on social media?
I'm easy to find at DJ Pain One, all social media, DJPain1Beats.com.
Thank you, Pain One. For those of you watching who want to sign up for one of our online showcases or any of our other opportunities, make sure to go to coasttocoastlive.com. If you're watching on Instagram, just click the link in our bio. Check out all the opportunities we have, including our 13th annual Coast to Coast Music Conference, which is coming up next month on November 13th through the 15th. Thanks for everyone for joining and watching the live stream today. We'll see you guys on the next one.